Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Queenstown Ice Arena, the battle between Canterbury Red Devils and the SkyCity Stampede. We're here on a polar expedition. Yes. Feels like. I'm Dave Dubnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
And we're going to bring you live play-by-play action tonight of this semifinal, first of two games.
Yep.
Joel, this has been a very interesting season. These boys coming up against each other a few times over the 3 wins for the Stampede, 1 win for the Red Devils.
Yeah.
But one of the wins, overtime for the Stampede, meaning that could have gone either way.
Exactly.
So, you know, splitting regular season goals, wins, if you want to kind of be loose with that, mean that who brings it to the show tonight?
Exactly. And, you know, Red Devils have done a spectacular job this year, you know, dragging themselves out of the basement from last season to, you know, competing for, you know, this first semi-final with the potential to, you know, take it through and, win it all.
And you speak about last year not doing so well, but it's been quite a while since they've actually made it to a semi-final and the big show.
The big show, yeah.
And so the opportunity for them, they're going to be pumped. I'm not sure if there's any of the players here that have actually participated in the last. If I was better with stats,
that would be an interesting stat, actually. Right. Anyone out there in the chat, let us know if you know, the last time the burger was lifted by the Red Devils. If there's any current players.
That'd be a long time ago.
It was a few years ago.
We got those dates here. While Joel's looking those up, we'll just say sold out stands. But what's more interesting is the amount of red jerseys here. Yes. I haven't seen that many red jerseys supporting the Red Devils for ages. So that's amazing.
And why wouldn't you know? A little ski weekend away in Queenstown.
Yeah.
Get away from Canterbury for the weekend because it's cold here, but I bet it's even colder down there. 2014, last time the Red Devils won out over Dunedin Thunder.
12 years, so that's a long time. Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah, I was going to say some of these guys weren't even born back then, but that's a bit of a stretch. So just bringing you up to speed with tonight's officials, just so we can get that done and dusted. We've got Richard Button and Ryan Hissong, sorry. Yeah. And then linesing, we have Aaron Chisholm and Aiden Potter. So that's a 4-man line, which they've been doing all year, which means that they'll get away with nothing on this small rink.
Exactly. The officials are going to see everything.
So, buzzer's going there. Just some interesting information about the Burgle Cup finals. This is interesting. 2 games played over the weekend.
Yep.
A total of goals is how it's decided. So
it's basically one big long game.
One big long game. So tonight's outcome will
6 periods.
6 periods of hockey. Then 2-game series is what the teams are used to when they're playing each other. But the importance of this is for all the marbles.
Yeah, absolutely.
On top of all of that, right now, our minute by minute, we've got the Thunder Admirals battling it out for the other representation for the finals. So, you guys, please, this is a more important game because we're here.
Yes, exactly.
But I know that you'll be flicking back and forth. It's a southern, it's all south.
Yeah.
Dunedin and Queenstown busy with hockey this weekend.
Oh, yeah, well and truly.
I'd also like to just take a second there to congratulate the women in their tournament last weekend.
Yep.
Fantastic hockey. The bronze medal cup down to I believe it was overtime gold, and then the Wakatipu Wild versus the Auckland Steel.
Yep.
Auckland Steel doing very well against the Wild.
They are a dynasty at the moment, aren't they?
Big congratulations to all the women that were involved in that. Big thanks for the entertainment over the year. All right, they're just cleaning. Oh, no, we're going to have a big...
Oh, we're going to have a delay. I didn't even see that happen.
All right.
We've got a glass blown out.
So what's happened is they have obviously a puck hitting the glass. And it's going to be a bit of time before they can scrape that up.
Yep, and the guys are going to all go back to the locker room to wait this out.
And they'll be replacing That's unfortunate. Ted and Dan Graham will be on it like, quick as, so that.
Yep.
But still, this whole event is will take a while.
Yeah.
I didn't catch who did it.
I didn't see who did it either.
Dave. We've got Dave pushing the buttons there. He's the fella that's. So Dave pushing the buttons can't tell me who it was. T on the camera can't tell it. And Antonio, who's backing us up here, is still struggling to figure out.
You'll be able to get a good view of it on the cam there.
Yeah, that's going to come out of somebody's paycheck here.
Hopefully not ours.
Yeah. Dan's got to push it in. There we go. I've never had to do a play-by-play glass breaking, but
there we are.
Anything happens. So
wow, that's just shows how explosive this final is going to be.
How's your singing voice, Joe? We're going to have about
awful.
10 minutes.
No one wants to hear that.
No. I guess great opportunity to thank our sponsors here. Of course, naming rights with the SkyCity, Queenstown SkyCity Casino, naming for the Stampede. And we'll just roll through these. We have TileMax. Big thank you to them all year, thanking them for their work with supporting SkyCity, LBRP Consulting, Carter's, Chroma Group, Sports Physio Lab, Crampton and Smith, Cook Brothers Construction, WT Partnership, James Allen Photography, MediaWorks, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club, and you can see Ted and Dan Graham, the owners of the ice rink, they're working hard to get that fixed.
Yep.
Perhaps I could do my stand-up routine, Joel.
Maybe. Oh, you know what we should do? We should open this pack of cards that I got.
Okay, yeah, start with that.
Yeah, so
for those that don't know, the NZIHL have started some merchandise, and one of the things that they're doing is a foil pack. How much was it?
I think it's $10.
$10 for a foil pack of cards. They're surprised what's in them.
Old school trading cards like we used to have as kids, you know?
Is the bubble gum in there too? Do you remember the bubble?
Oh, that was awful tasting
gum.
bubble gum.
No. Tasted like you were chewing on the sole of a shoe.
Doesn't feel like it.
But do you want to open that now?
Yeah, let's.
You were going to
open
save it for later. But come on.
I'm hoping for a limited edition Matt Swerts 1-of-1 card. You know.
Yeah. Get a rookie card, perhaps.
Oh, Matt Swert's rookie card.
Man,
my God.
I used to save those as a child. I had albums of them and used to trade them. Used to get in trouble at school for trading them. You know?
Exactly.
Early days.
Let's see. Hopefully we get some good ones here. Right.
Let's have a look.
All right. Let's see what we got.
This is exciting.
I know, right?
Forget about the game.
First one, Chris Eden.
Oh, that's a winner, Chris. That's got a keeper.
That's a keeper.
Yeah,
don't trade that. Get a signature on that one.
Don't trade. Don't put it there. It's going to fall off.
Yeah, we don't want that, do we?
Fall off, and then the referees would snaffle it.
Debut season 2007.
Oh my goodness, fantastic!
Absolutely. Alex Reagan.
No, another
Admiral's card.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
No, when was his debut season? 2017. So 10 years after.
That's a very
Eden.
old jersey, is it?
Well, that is a bit of an old jersey, that one there. Oh, we got a Red Devil here, so we got Logan Willis.
Oh, that's
nice. So he was 2021 debut season. Might have to get him to sign that one on the.
We'll see how their game goes. They might not want to do any signing.
Exactly. He plays defense, so he might be he'll be in a good mood or a bad mood. We'll wait and see. Mitchell Freer.
That's a
pull right there.
That is a stonker. Mitchell will sign that for you.
I know.
He'll double the value.
Double in value, exactly. Lifting the burgle too in the photo.
Yeah.
Debut season 2008. So
we're looking at that. Yeah, we'll keep going.
And the lucky goaltender, Grace Harrison. What a pull!
Yeah,
what a pull!
My goodness, you got a heck of a deal on that.
Right, I'm stoked with that. 2015 debut season for Grace.
To be fair, I have seen kids running around the rink with those things, and they're trading them and happy.
Yep.
Wishing they would have got the Connor Harrison card.
Exactly like it. Well, I might get Mitchell to sign that one. We'll give it to one of the young fellas. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Right. I'm just looking at the history of the Burgle Cup, and we're looking at the Stampede with they've stamped themselves quite heavily from about 2015, having only lost in since 2015, in 2018 to the West Auckland Admirals, and of course, COVID interrupt this.
Oh, yeah,
created
2 years
created
there,
a couple of years where
2021.
there was no result. I think everybody in Queenstown says, "Oh, we would have won that one anyway."
Yeah.
But I'm sure that every town
team
said,
can claim
that was
one.
our year.
That was our year.
But unfortunately, and we shouldn't joke because for us to just miss hockey, which is quite a dear thing to our hearts. I mean, that was quite an awful event for everybody involved.
Oh, exactly.
So,
But it's SkyCity Stampede.
I'm just looking
10 championships.
Yeah. I'm just looking at our list of sponsors. Is Novus one of them? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Better call Novus.
Novus Glass. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So, mind you, so what else is happening? Maybe we'll just shut up for a while.
It looks
Pause.
like they're doing a good job of getting it back in.
Pause for a commercial.
Yeah. So total championships: SkyCity 10, Botany Swarm 4, Red Devils 4, NZ Admirals 1, and Dunedin Thunder 0. Which I was quite surprised to learn.
I mean, look at the track they're on to this year, but also tonight they'll see they'll be rolling on.
Yeah. Well,
So what happens? So the finals. If the Burgle Cup finals are hosted in Queenstown or Dunedin, they will be placed on Friday, the 21st of August.
Yep.
And Saturday, the 22nd. Now, if a game 3 is required, then they'll be played. The third game will be played on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, if the Burgle Cup is hosted in Christchurch or Auckland, it will take place on Saturday, August 22nd, Sunday, August 23rd, and if a third game is required, Monday night. So we got ourselves some possible Monday night hockey. But, as we sit here in the Stampede box, we're hoping for possibly a home final. But
absolutely.
But we have two very important games ahead of us before we get there.
We do. There's a lot of hockey between now and then, that's for sure.
So, we talk about the leading scorers. The two top scorers for the NZIHL are actually playing against each other tonight.
Yes.
And
yes, that's very true.
Gagnon, who is spectacular. He's a weapon with his shot and his moves. He's sort of the full package.
Well, I noticed the NZIHL put up a playoff game changes forwards on Facebook earlier today, and they put Alex Gagnon at the top. 16 games, 47 points, followed by Cole Beckstead with 16 games, 40 points, and then Vadim Sevener with 16 games, 19 points, but one of the glaring omissions from that,
the elephant that's not in the room,
exactly, which I was amazed to not see him on the list, was Connor Jean. He, number 2 on the scoring leaders list for the regular season. 2 less games, nonetheless, as well. Sitting in that number 2 spot there. Luke Stegman from the Dunedin Thunder, another game-changing forward. So, yep, I vote to put Connor Jean on that list of game changers.
Yeah. Well. All right. So looks like still cleaning up the glass. Can we cut to a commercial?
Maybe.
You guys are going to start getting my jokes soon if we have to stay here much longer. Oh, they're bringing the glass out now.
Out comes the glass. Here we go.
But this is a classic Keystone Cop moment.
I was about to say, yeah.
Slippery ice, big sheet of glass.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong? No.
That's true, yeah.
And it's heavy, too.
I bet it is. Those glass panels look very, very thick.
All right, so referees are involved there helping out. They've got a big step ladder. It's all going on there. A little bit of construction. So, did you hear the one about...
Yeah, well, that's it. We just need a car to come spinning around the corner there now.
Yeah.
The 2 guys carrying the glass.
Standing it up.
Up she goes.
I've never seen this happen.
No,
I do
neither
know
have I,
that
fascinating.
I do know that earlier this season, Lockie Boniface broke glass in a practice.
Did he?
And he was heavily harassed
I
over
bet
that
he was.
by the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But never, yeah. It's Dunedin was the last glass I did see break during a
that's
game
right.
last year.
Yep. Well, I remember one year Schneider went through the glass here as well a few years back.
And then before that, you remember the netting?
Oh,
Queenstown
yeah,
Ice
the
Arena,
netting, yes.
for those that don't remember that, had before the glass was put in, netting around, and as a player you get tangled up in the net and
that's
sliding
right,
along.
yes.
It was awful.
Yeah.
But hungry to play hockey. You know,
Exactly.
that's the thing about the old days, the
I
good
remember
old
that
days.
netting. Yeah, that was interesting time. I remember you used to be able to you'd be able to talk to if you're in the crowd, you could talk to the players and they'd be able to hear you.
Yeah, harass the opponents.
We'd
you
never,
know,
we'd never do that.
No,
here,
no.
mate.
If you
Never
wanted
do
to,
that here.
Queenstown
wanted to.
never harassed anybody.
No.
Most polite. In fact,
Definitely
I think
not.
they get the cordial cup, which is the most
Cordial
nicest fans.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. We
yeah.
do have the best fans here. And as you can see by it being another sold out rink tonight, sold out again tomorrow as well.
Yes.
And no doubt for the finals, if they end up being here, it'll be another sellout. People in Queenstown love their hockey.
Yeah, hockey. Well, once the ski hills close, which is around 4:00.
Yep.
Not much else to do.
Well, that's very true.
Have
That's
a have
very
a bite
true.
to eat, and head out to the rink.
Absolutely. Or come to the rink and have a couple of beers and have a,
And a big shout out, I know the Wild are in Tekapo. A whole bunch of ladies from around the country are playing in Tekapo this
Yep.
weekend with a big tournament going on there. I think we think it's frosty here. Tekapo would be super frosty.
I was there last weekend and it was bitterly cold. Bitterly cold.
Just saying, Joel, when I was a young boy,
When you have to hike 20 kilometers in the snow to school.
my first indoor game was when I was 12 years old. It was a playoff game. So I remember years and years of standing in a snowbank on the side of the boards, waiting for my time to go on, and your toes were frozen. The poor goaltenders, they bought skates about 4 sizes bigger than normal because they could jam as many wool socks. And then, of course, these were played after school in Canada late in the day.
Yep.
So the lighting was like spotlights. So there was light, dark on the ice. And if a kid could rip one from the blue line, the poor goalie kind of had to guess where it was coming because it was dark, and then light at the last second.
Yep.
So, oh my goodness.
But hey, it's moments like that that make you fall in love with this sport even more.
How stupid was I to stand in a snowbank, hungry for hockey, coach, and and you don't dare lick that beautiful frosty goalpost.
Oh no, definitely not.
The tongue is fit to the post. Yeah, those were the days.
Oh, I bet. I played on a few outdoor rinks in Canada, and it's pretty amazing, pretty beautiful. But Tekapo, it's a very similar vibe,
Yep.
like
Different feel for your skates. It's natural ice. All right, so we're gonna.
right.
All right, ready? Take two.
Take two. Glasses in.
Glass looks like it's in. Untested.
Right, yeah, someone might have to run past and give it a little
Jiggle. Yeah.
how you going.
Yeah.
But I do know that they do have a lot of extra panels there for these exact moments. So,
Right.
yep.
And so that safety glass, as you noticed, if it does, it doesn't chip, it doesn't crack.
No,
it goes, it explodes.
Shatters into little,
As safe pieces. Yeah. So
Yeah.
looks like we shouldn't be far away.
No, fingers crossed.
Big thank you to Michael, who has organized this whole technical end of the WHL and NZIHL season. So thank you for all your work, and thank you for the jackets.
Oh yeah, flash new jackets.
Yeah, it goes with my eyes. All right, so they're going to do a little bit of a tidy up with the Zamboni, I think
Wait,
that
did you just say the jacket matches your eyes? The jackets are black.
matches my heart. But big thank you to Michael Domigan for that. So we look pretty fancy up here.
Oh, we do indeed.
Yeah.
Just styling it. You know,
And
Adidas.
Michael was
sponsor of the league.
asking if the lobster was fresh this week, and it is.
The lobster is always fresh flowing in.
Yeah, fresh from the Fjordlands.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
lobsters as big as canoes.
So I think the reason for the Zamboni is just to make sure there is no debris on the
Yeah.
ice. That would be a tragedy because that would be an awful thing to have.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if it's going to do a full groom.
Looks like they're not dropping any water. He's just doing a couple of sneaky little laps here. So,
Well, we're doing all this. A big shout out, hey Finn and Isla, his song from Auckland, Dad Ryan, who is on the third team on the rink tonight, and that is Ryan Hissong on the rink as a official. Big shout out to his two little ones in Auckland. They'll be watching. I don't think there's a lot of people that just watch a referee, but I'm sure they will be.
maybe.
Unless they do, they may have.
Well, there's a group of guys who go around NHL games dressed as referees and cheer for the referees. There's about 20 of them, and they're like a bunch of guys who ref, and that's what they do.
Supporting
They go to NHL games and they support the refs.
Referee support club. That's interesting.
Yeah, every time the ref makes a call,
They cheer.
They love it. Get right into it. It's very,
Fantastic.
very
Well,
fun.
Now I've seen everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Dave,
Not often I've cheered for a referee, but that's okay.
Dave, do you want to say something? We're running out of things to say here. We can't be far away. I am going to start singing.
Oh, gosh.
Have you got an update on that Dunedin game?
Just about to have
Joel's
a look
booking
now.
his flights to
Oh,
Australia.
here we go. Admiral's up 1-0 with 21 seconds left in Admiral's power play. There you go.
Interesting. So Dunedin's scrambling, I would say, without having seen it.
5 minutes, 30
Having
seconds left in the first period.
Having a goal
so
scored on them and in the box. So we'll see how that,
we'll see how that one plays out, eh?
yeah. So always late to the dance, the Stampede and Stampede and Red Devils will start this game late. We got the referees standing there just looking pretty. Speaking of looking pretty, Aaron Chisholm, who is, he's been doing a little bit of acting. We've had a lot of stuff going on in Queenstown area.
He's handsome enough, isn't
handsome guy. I'm not sure what he's exactly up to, but yeah, doing some extra stuff and even more. Got a whole bunch.
I was just having a quick look through the comments. Yes, the Queenstown rink is the smallest of all the rinks in New Zealand, very slightly, but it makes it a much more tighter physical game. You know, with the difference in sizes of the rinks in New Zealand, you have, you know, big Olympic ice in Dunedin, all the way down to, you know, the ice in Queenstown here. So, you know, the players who play here, or in this league, have to adjust their game depending on what rink they end up at.
When I was skating in Dunedin with the Masters, I was suggesting that they maybe had like a Starbucks.
Oh, yes.
Somewhere on the ice, because when you're skating from one end to the other, you kind of need
it takes a while.
A little bit of a latte wouldn't go amiss. Gosh, it's a long ice, wide too. I got a lousy pass. It takes forever to drift from one side to the other. And then by the time the puck gets to the other person, they could have drank their coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
I still. Oh, here we go.
Zamboni. Sorry to interrupt. The Zamboni gate is closed. Net's in place.
I can see the 2 minutes come up on the board there, and I can see some Red Devils.
So we got 2 minutes. The teams are coming out in. We've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. The teams will come out, and we're going to have take two.
Let's go. Who's ready for some hockey?
Yes, I'm wondering, will they warm up? I'm not sure. Don't read the comments, Joel, because you'll just people are probably slamming us.
They're actually being really nice in the comments
Thank you,
tonight.
people.
So thank you everyone out there. But the game hasn't started yet, so yeah, no doubt we'll see some high quality chirps.
Yeah, high quality chirps. Yeah.
But yes, no, you're right. I'm not gonna read the comments. I don't want to get caught up in that kind of mayhem again.
I also want to thank Matt Chavez for his work this year, because over the year he's actually put online a wonderful information packets that we can
that's true.
help update us.
Yeah, it gives us something to talk about when the when Devlin, I believe it was Devlin who blew the glass up, but I could be wrong. All
right, so nets are in place. 50 seconds left. It's counting down. I've never wanted a clock to count down so quickly in my life.
Here we go.
All right, we're going to try
Almost
again.
Time. Ref's just down there checking for any bits of glass or bits and pieces.
All right.
Dan Graham just giving it the last final work safe check.
Yep, check. Yep. So, did you hear the one about the duck that walks into the bar and says, "Give me a beer and put it on my bill"? Sorry, folks. I'm running out of jokes. I'm running out of things to say.
That's all right. We're going to have some high-quality hockey to talk about in a second here.
All right.
Here we go. Red Devils coming out on the ice. That's the buzzer. Are you ready for some hockey, Dave?
All right. I'm assuming they're going to go straight to it. We'll tell you who's on that starting lineup for the Canterbury Red Devils.
Yep. All right. So on defense, we have number 8, Sean Brown. Other side D, we have number 5, alternate captain Luke Tappan, number 22. On forward, we have Michael Morrissey, number 21. Fabian Haast, number 48. And number 88, Alex Gagnon, forward. And starting tender is, drum roll, 91 Timothy Carey. Let's go.
All right. In the Stampede zone, we have Amston and Rusky Jones starting out in defense.
Woo.
We have another Rusky Jones with Connor Harrison and and Jackson Flight up front. And, of course, in net, your favorite goaltender.
Oh, yeah,
young
baby.
Joel Girard.
Here we go. We go. The future is now.
I think people have turned, they've demuted.
Yeah, well, true, yeah. We need to, we need to send up some smoke signals or flares or something to let people know that they can actually turn the volume back up now.
We're back on.
And we got some hockey to play.
So after the first 10 minutes of hockey, nothing's happened.
Exactly.
No, first period of hockey.
Well, we got to see the boys replace a bit of glass,
efficiency, at work.
A lot of people probably haven't seen that happen before, so a new experience for everyone.
The other day I was got pulled over by the police, and they were reading my driver's license. He says, "I see that it says here you're wearing you're supposed to be wearing glasses," and I said, "No, I have contacts." He says, "I don't care who you know. You still should be wearing glasses." Let's move on. I warned you, people. I warned you. Should we have another incident, you guys are going to get more jokes.
Oh, no.
All right. So, Amston on defense with Rusky Jones, Flight, Harrison, and another Rusky Jones. So that's Ollie and Axel. Ollie D, Axel forward.
Great. Both, great products of this Queenstown Ice Hockey Club.
Yeah, we've got
the culture here.
We've got a few of those.
All right, here we go. Let's play some hockey.
Ready to roll. Puck dropped. Rolls into Devils zone behind the net. Flight battling for it, and big forward pass. First shot on net. Joel Girard gobbles that up beautifully.
Nice. You see that connection between Haas and Gagnon there, snapping around. Yep. Trying to
Yep.
get Stampede on the back foot immediately.
Beautiful passing. Neutral zone, breaking it out.
Yep.
The possession was a lot of Stampede for that first 15 seconds, but we'll roll on back into the corner. Picked up by Harrison. Can't get that out. Carried in along the boards. Back to the point. Tappan can't put anything on that. Flight taps it to the neutral zone.
Oh.
Harrison rolls it into Canterbury zone. Big flick out. Shot again.
Nice.
And that was Hast. Another shot. Square on the money. Right on Joel Gerard's.
It was a smart move by Haas there, because you see the rest of the Devils changed, and he's just pinched right up and sat on that blue line as the Stampede changed. Long stretch pass. Great opportunity.
Bit of secret squirrel stuff happening
Definitely
there.
secret squirrel stuff. Stampede are going to have to be watching that tonight for sure.
Behind the net. Freer skates for it. Lockie Freer puts it up. Can't quite hit. Gene tries to muscle his way through. Beautiful, but he can't. And it's on the red line, fired back in by Roth. Back to Freer on the point, can't keep it in. Bold collects it on the red line. He's got a bit of room. Shot off behind the net, puck bouncing. Centering pass bounces into the neutral zone. Turia bounced off the puck. Ball taps it into Stampede zone, and it's fired all the way down where Gene collects behind the net. Still has it. Misses his pass. Haas picks that up over the red line, over the blue line, tries to dance past Campbell. Can't do that.
Beautiful move by Campbell there.
Gagnon on the red line, carries to his own zone, leaves for Hast. Hast can't make that pass, and it rolls all the way back into the cafe corner, and Hopkins taps it around. Rolling all the way down, forcing Rusky Jones to collect behind his net, leaves. Big mistake there, right on a Canterbury stick. In the corner, Amston with it. Rails it up, but not out. Collected by Gagnon on the blue line. Gagnon tries to get the shot, can't. Bumped off the puck by Harrison. And behind the net goes goes Amston. Shot in front. Bounces over the net. Little unlucky bounce there. Just about a casualty there for the Stampede. Muscled out by Rusky Jones over the blue line. Tries to take that shot. Deflected off Hopkins and ends up Carey making that save. First shot on Carey tonight. Big work there by Morrison, and Gerard makes a spectacular save. Reese coming across on the back door.
No, that was an amazing move by Gerard there to just close that puck down. But you look at how well that Red Devils are locking it in the zone. They're just on the point there. No, Stampede's trying to rim it around and get it out. That D are there, ready to roll it back in.
Yeah, they're not getting it out of their own zone. Puck tangled up and behind the net. So forcing a face-off back in that dot to the right of Joel Gerard. Joel Gerard, he had a sixth sense that puck was coming across.
They did, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Max Roth did a great job before as well with a puck that was on the opposite side to Joel. He just stopped the Red Devils player from putting it out into the slot there.
All right. Puck down. Finally just tapped to the red line. Gathered up by Tappan. Brown has it now. Big push forward to Lau.
Yeah.
Just knocked off the puck in the right time. And the Devils have it in their own zone. Rees, cross ice. Big saucer pass collected by Roby. Roby on the blue line. Hits McCog. McCog, backhand, can't make it. Roby picks it up. Roby still has it shot. Can't get it on the net. Back to the point where Roth takes a shot off a skate. Big bounce where Freer picks it up and just bangs it off the boards to Chalice. Chalice, his pass intercepted by Thury. Shot. And it rails all the way around to the blue line and knocked out. And no icing, so Byfield has it behind the net. Setting it up, looking for breaking it out as Freer gives chase. Devlin gives chase. Red line, ball can't collect it. And it's tapped back into Devils territory. Devlin giving chase. Devlin ends up with it along the boards. Back to the point. Roth cross ice to Freer. Freer shot. Two Stampede players. He had Freer.
That was a great job there by Devlin, Roth, and Freer. Reverse the play, drop it back to the point.
I must say that
open up a different lane.
But the Red Devils, their passing, their setting up is looking very, very dangerous.
Yeah, playing with a lot of intensity too as well.
Definitely heavy lifting happening here.
Playoff hockey, baby.
Playoff hockey. Harrison in the corner, battling against Gagnon. He's got help now. He's got Flight shovels it back, but it ends up on the blue line. Finally just banged onto Lowe's stick across ice. Lowe puts the puck up. Cross ice to Flight. He just bails it in. Lowe picks it up behind the net. Flick up, can't make it. Flight gets that. That was Byfield who just hit Flight with that pass, and again off a stick.
Oh, wow.
Spectacular work there by goaltender. I think he saved that, or it went off the post on that mistake in front of the net.
Yeah, it just kind of rolled underneath him.
Back to the point. Rusky Jones has it now, carries along the boards to the corner, still has it behind the net. Back to Amston on the point. Dangerous shot off a glove, off the glass, and back to the far point. And it's railed back around and batted out by the Red Devils. Amston carries in his own zone, waiting for the change and letting everything happen as he moves it forward. Cross ice. Rusky Jones picks it up on the red line, taps it up to Devlin. Puck bounces behind the net. Back to Amston on the point, fires it in, just about knocks Byfield in the head, and it ends up along the boards, but not out. Turned around again, cross ice pass, Freer shot. Great save there, pass in front, shot again, Rusky Jones. Puck bounces across the crease behind the goaltender, but it's still rolling around in the corner. Big hit in the corner, and finally moved up and moved out. Gagnon carries to the corner behind the net. Still has it, rubbed up, but still has it. Balancing on his 1 foot, still has it. And it's cross ice to Brown. Brown levels a shot just wide. Tappan has it, rails it along behind the net. And Amston has it as the Devils go for a change. Rusky Jones, his pass is intercepted by Tura, and Chalice off of Devlin's skate, turned around on the red line. Amston, Roby on the red line. Roby fires it in. Tappan chases to the corner, harassed by Chalice. Gets it up, but not out. Chalice has it in the corner. Shot just wide, and that'll roll out, forcing True onto his own blue line. Campbell fires up. Bull with it. Bull still has it. Takes a shot off of a shin pad. Puck centers it. True could not get a piece of that in front of the net. Roby taps it up. Brown taps it back in. Both teams going for a big line changes. Joel, I'm running out of steam here. There's a lot of end-to-end action here.
There is a lot of end-to-action going on here, isn't there, Dave?
All right, Brown marches it up over the blue line. Brown still has it in that zone, and Lowe is robbed by Freer, but then Freer is robbed by Brown on the blue line. And finally, we have a whistle.
Oh, my God. What a marathon effort there, Dave. You're working as hard as the boys on the ice there.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I'll take it from here. You have a little rest there for a second. So, yeah, you can see the intensity from both teams here, can't you? They're just, working hard, talking about playoff hockey. The intensity just gets lifted to an entire another level, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Lots of good shots both ends.
Yeah.
Both teams moving the puck really well.
So Gene shot off of a blocker into the corner behind the net. Devlin tries the wraparound, and the net's off the pins. So there's a couple things in that long series of play. In the long series of play, it was so end-to-end.
Yeah.
Up and down and up and down and up and down, where the puck was dangerously close on the Devils, where it slid behind the goalie along the goal line.
Oh, there's been a lot of good
the other side.
And same at the other end as well. Devils getting some really, really good opportunities there. Some great work by the Stampede defense, just shutting down Gagnon and Hart. No, Haas, sorry.
Haas, yeah.
Yeah, Hart. Yeah, Haas. Do Haast.
Low. Rolls it around where Morrissey picks it up. Taps it up to Gagnon. Gagnon on the red line, cross ice. Nice work by Roth.
Roth, yeah.
Shot. Puck off the boards for Freer. Freer can't collect it, and Gagnon ends up with it. He hits Morrissey. Morrissey back to Gagnon. Gagnon over the blue line. Still has it. Still has it. Dances past Gene, and finally the puck's knocked off him. Freer has the puck on the red line, over the red line.
What a bounce out in front there.
That was a bit of a weird bounce.
It was a bit of a weird bounce.
And a big saucer pass, and ends up being carried by Rusky Jones behind his own net. Fires a big pass forward to Flight. Flight collects in the corner, being harassed by Lowe. Shot in front, one time by Harrison, doesn't connect. Good hustle there by Flight to interrupt Tura. But it's now Red Devils behind their own net.
Oh, almost coughed it up too.
Yeah.
Flight
Flight's
doing a great
hungry
forecheck
for it.
there.
Jackson Flight harassing. And it's fired in by Tira around the boards. Picked up. And it's bouncing around in Stampede zone. And finally onto Brown stick in his own zone. Amston carries in the neutral zone. Rusky Jones taps it in and gives chase. He collects it behind the net. He's waiting for somebody, and nobody else was with him. McCog ends up picking it up. McCog along the boards, cross ice, and Campbell couldn't get that. It hit his skate. Ture cross ice, tapping can't collect, and it's turned around. It looks like that just might be icing.
It will be. It's good to see both the Campbell boys out there as well. Yeah, they're going to have a really, really big impact in the game tonight, I think.
Yeah, we joke about all the brothers that are playing here. Freers,
Band
Campbells.
of brothers.
A band of brothers. All right, face off deep in the Stampede zone. Morrissey facing off against McCog. Puck rolling around, controlled by Morrissey in the corner. Leaves. Pass in front, nobody collects that. Hopkins on the blue line now. Hopkins saucers it in front through a whole bunch of bodies, and I don't know how Joel Gerard saw that, but good collection.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he's paid for.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, well. This small ice also makes it faster, I think.
Yeah, it brings the intensity up a lot. It's a lot more physical. Everyone's finishing their checks. You can get end to end a lot quicker. There's a lot of differences.
All right, face off to the left of Joel Gerard. Down, rolls to the corner. Big saucer lead pass, just tipped away on Gene as he was what would have been away. Morrissey taps it around behind the net. Lowe gives chase. And the Stampede march it up. Devlin over the red line. Shot. And it's off of
up and down. Oh, that one's into the crowd as well. A little souvenir for someone.
Funny, last game, when the puck flew out, they threw it back.
I know.
Oh,
nice little souvenir for someone.
You don't get a lot of things for free, folks. If you get a puck.
Exactly.
If you get a puck, keep it. You never heard that from me, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Devlin facing off for the Stampede against Gagnon. Gagnon collects over behind the net, starts to get some steam up, tries to hit. I think that was Brown. No, Urin has it on the blue line. Now Gene intercepts over the blue line. Shot. Ooh, good save, but bounces front. Still in front, and big battle for it in the corner. Urin over the red line, over the blue line. Haas has it over the blue line now. Haas still has it. Shot. Puck bounces dangerously in front. Haas collects it again. Guerin along the boards, centers it. Tap back to the corner. And it's railed around behind the net where Devlin picks that up. Big flick pass. Bounces onto the red line where Guerin collects it, puts it back into his own zone, and it's turned around quickly. Tira with it on the blue line, misses his shot. Harrison has it now, centers, and it's turned around again. Gagnon, he's got the puck set. Joel Girard makes the save of the night so far with that leg. And Rusky Jones is forced into the corner. Moves it up over the red line. Still has it. Bouncing puck, though. Tough to control. Turned around quickly. Marching it in. Devils centering. No one there. Hans in the corner. Hans still has it. Kicks it to the corner where Amston collects. Amston starts to move it out of his own zone. He still has it over the red line. He's got Rusky Jones and Roby shot. Big rebound. Roby's tackled in front, and the puck or the net rolls off its moorings.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, the intensity of this game is just being turned up a notch once again. A lot of good opportunities both ways. You know, you look at the play that the Red Devils had set up down the Stampede zone before. You know, Gagnon, Turia, Haast, just snapping it around, stretching out that Stampede defense, and got a great opportunity.
Luckily,
Joel Girard was up to the task.
Right, they can't get caught. Nobody can get caught puck watching in this. Because, goodness, we have some very, very fast. Yeah,
which I think the Stampede are a little bit guilty of at the moment. They are puck watching a little bit and playing a little bit out of position, and they need to tighten it up a little. Otherwise, Devils going to make them pay.
All right, so big shot from beyond the blue line, gobbled up, forcing the face-off.
So I'd like to see Stampede win the draw here. Get a bit of movement in the offensive zone. You know, there's been a few little shots here and there, but they're not really kind of cycling it as much as I'd like to see them.
All right, so behind the net is Brown, moving it up. Big lead pass to Gagnon, can't collect, and it's offside, should have been called. Sorry, I shouldn't be calling the referees.
I think everyone at home will actually agree with you on that one.
I think the Stampede bench called it.
I think they would have seen it. It was, yeah.
All right, face off in the offside dot. Morrissey facing off for the Devils. Up against McCogg. McCogg back to Campbell. Off of a skate on the blue line. And it's big lead pass intercepted. And then batted. That was Gallagher who intercepted that pass, but then it was batted back into the zone. And Morrissey collects it, takes it to his own zone again. Puck bouncing around on the blue line. Big lead pass to Freer. Freer steps over the blue line. Little shot, but dangerous. He makes it look like it's just going to be a little...
So one thing you notice about when Freer shoots like that, it's a heavy shot, and it doesn't give up, like... It kind of hits the pad and goes down. It's very hard for the goalies to stop it. And it creates just such great opportunities in front there for rebounds.
Unfortunately, Lockie didn't have anyone drifting in. Shot just wide from the point. Gagnon behind the net. Brown goes to the corner for it. Now moving it forward. Gagnon. Cross ice. Can't hit. Girion, sorry. Brown off a skate. Bounces into the corner. And Devils behind their own net. Brown with it in the corner. Brown still has it. Big lead pass.
No icing.
No icing called, so it's battled for in the corner where Gene collects it. Bats it just up, and Tappan gets a piece of it. Big shot. Blocker save by Gerard. Brown, not sure what to do. Cross ice. Tappan on the blue line. Tappan still has it. Shot. No deflection. And I think that's what he's looking for, is somebody to just get a little bit of it. He could get a piece of leg or a skate.
Yep.
Because Gerard did have that in his radar all the way in.
Exactly. But, you know, that's the thing, shooting on net like that. There's no such thing as a bad shot, because all it takes is a little skate, a little stick, a little something, a little body, change the direction of that puck.
You know that we only have 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in this period. What a game. There's only been like a handful of whistles as Amston carries corner, loses it, and it rolls behind the net where Rusky Jones collects. He leaves. Amston misses. Big saucer pass. And it's kept in by Ture. And seems to be a little bit of lack of communication on the Stampede side. They're not doing well getting it out. And finally it rolls to the red line where Higgins is forced into his own zone with it. He leaves for Hopkins. And it's tapped all the way down where Rusky Jones is forced to chase it. Jones can't control it on the red line. Turned around quickly. Lowe gets past Campbell, makes the shot, and Gerard covers that up.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 54 seconds left. 0-0 here at Stampedeville.
Yep, absolutely. And no, great effort there. And you can see a little confusion in the Stampede. I feel like they're going to come out in this second period a lot stronger. They just need to calm down a little bit, stop gripping the stick so tightly.
Yeah, the Devils are definitely cycling well. They're looking really good in their own in the offensive zone. Big shot from bouncing puck across the blue paint, and Chalice taps it up, and it's batted back into the Stampede zone. Finally cleared out. McCaw cross ice to Chalice. Chalice over the red line. Hits Roby, can't hold on to it, and Lowe bats it onto the Stampede blue line. Campbell collects, rails it up, but not out, where McCaw has to get it, pick it up, starts to move it forward. McCaw carries over the blue line. McCaw over the red line, over the blue line, and carries to the corner. Shot just behind the net now, and starting to hustle it up there for the Devils. Over the red line is Gagnon. Gagnon backhands it, shallow angle, but it's picked up by the Stampede. Cross ice to Freer. Freer taps it up to Roth. Roth shot, puck, good shot. Bounces wide of the net after being saved by Carey. Swinging for it in the corner. Finally turned up by the Devils. Over the red line. Hast over the blue line. Drags. Hits. Puck bouncing dangerously. Gerard loses his helmet in that one. And the puck bounced behind him where I believe it was Freer that picked it up and just batted it to the corner. So the rule is losing your helmet means the game stops.
Yep.
It was just shortly after just before I started playing hockey that the goaltenders decided to actually wear face masks. And so things have come a long way.
Well and truly.
I think the fans are sick of my old-timey stories.
Oh, here's a fun hockey fact. Did you know that it was 100 years between a player first wearing a protective cup and wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
They finally decided, you know what, we should protect our heads too.
Yeah. Puck bouncing around in front, rolls to the corner. Cross ice to Brown. Brown skates it in. He's got Gagnon takes a shot, and beautiful sweep glove save.
Great move there by Joel. Full butterfly, gloves it up.
We got 2:12 left in the first period.
Yeah. 33 shots for the Red Devils, 17 for the Stampede.
And
I think that's telling a pretty big tale right there.
That is a very big story.
Like I said, they just seem to be snapping it around so much better.
In that offensive zone. Finally tapped out. And again, Tappan picks it up in the neutral zone. Drags it back. Hits low, and it's tapped out. Now, one thing that I'm picking up here, and I'm not a real great observer of hockey, but you watch the Devils.
Yep.
When they're in the neutral zone, the first thing they are doing is they're moving it back into their own zone.
Yep.
And then sort of resetting.
A lot of stretch passes too.
Yeah. But everybody knows when it's carried back into their own zone, they know where their position should be, which is quite interesting.
They're doing a good job snapping it around in the offensive zone as well.
Kind of a very interesting. Harrison into the corner. Harrison carries behind the net, still has it. Back to the point, quick shot, kicked by the side. Amston, big, hits Harrison, flight shot off a leg on Brown, and Tappan rails it around the far, or the close corner. Gagnon, Guerin, back to Gagnon over the blue line. Still has it along the boards, dances with it, still has it. Carries to the corner behind the net. Back to Brown on the point. Brown, Connor Harrison making a body save. Puck low, shot off the timber.
That is what I'm talking about. Harrison laying it out for the block.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
That's going to leave a mark.
It is. But you know what? That whole bench is going to see that and be like, that's what it takes.
But it comes from the Devils. They're passing in that zone.
Oh, just snapping it around, eh? Especially when you got Haas, Guerin, and Gagnon.
Yeah. Tappan.
Tappan as well, yeah.
Once again, Guerin left unguarded there in front. Couldn't connect on his one-timer. Back to Gagnon on the blue line. Leaves cross ice to Brown. Brown walks it in, centering. Puck rolls around in front.
Yeah, Guerin skating through the crease there, making a little contact with Gerard is always going to draw uninvited. Draw a bit of a crowd.
Uninvited advances.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yes, uninvited for sure.
All right, face-off with 34 seconds left in this first period. Exciting hockey. Gagnon back to the point for Brown. Brown gets the puck knocked off him. Freer, Lockie Freer, over the red line, fires it in, forcing Jean onto the other corner. Jean collects behind the net. Tries to wrap around, nothing there. Shot from the point. Brown with it now. No. Gagnon.
Oh, that was lucky if ever I've seen it.
Freer making a great work of that defensive move.
4 seconds.
3 seconds. Back to the point. Cross ice to Brown, who can't collect. Oh boy, you guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an effort from Gerard there. They've dropped the shots back down to 27, but 27 shots to 17.
That's
big difference.
Telling a bit of a story, Joel.
Absolutely.
Mind you, no, a lot of quality shots as well. I was going to say not all, when you have high shot count, sometimes those aren't quality, but yes, the Devils are definitely getting the shots on Joel Gerard, and a couple of those
they really
were
are. And
magical saves.
Yeah, getting in front as well, creating a little traffic in front of the net there. Things that the Stampede need to be doing. Stampede are getting that first shot away, but there's no chasing up on the rebounds. There's also no cycling it in the zone.
Yeah.
Not as much as,
kind of a solo effort.
Yeah, it's not so much solo effort, but actually, yeah, to an extent, there is a bit of that going on. But just doing such a better job at cycling. Red Devils doing a much better job of cycling in the zone, getting those opportunities.
For those of you who have just tuned in, that's Coach Coach Joel's recommendations on the second period.
Shoot the puck.
Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. Okay, we're going to take a break. I'm going to need a break.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
guys can
Yeah,
wa-
rest that voice up.
Hey, yeah, watch the Zamboni go round and round and round.
Yes.
And we'll be back in a few minutes.
Done and done.
All right, we're back here. Second period, semifinal game of two, first of two here in chilly Queenstown, but it is not chilly in the barn.
It
Joel.
is not. It is all happening.
We have a 0-0 game. First period, shots on, they've corrected, and it's far closer, Joel. So it's not 20s versus teens, it's 17 versus 15. So still the Devils up by 2 shots, but definitely a lot closer there.
Well and truly. And just looking at the Admirals versus Dunedin game as well. Second period, 2 minutes 41 left. If anyone doesn't want to hear the score, then you can block your ears now. But Admirals are currently up 4-3. So they're winning 4-3 over Dunedin.
Close. You know, earlier today I was talking to hockey legend Angus Strain, and he says to me, Dave, so what's going to happen tonight? And I took him on this long journey about, well, if this and that and that and this, and, if Genyon's on and then, Gene's on and la, la, la. And then about 20 minutes later, he says, so Dave, what do you think is going to happen tonight? I couldn't give him an answer. It was going to be close. And I said, basically, who brings it? And my goodness, both teams, no penalties either. Like everybody's keeping it straight edge.
Yep.
So we're about moments away from the puck drop. Back into Canterbury zone. Banged into the corner. Big pursuit by Harrison behind the net. He's against Haas. Harrison still battling. He's got some help now. Harrison still has it in front of the net. Can't get the shot away. Backhand shot on net. Huge heavy lifting there by Connor Harrison. Back in the corner. Gagnon taps it around behind the net. Stampede, fire it back in. Puck rolls in front. Dangerously. Little, not sure what to do with it thing for the goaltender there. And it ends up back on Brown's stick. Fire all the way down. No icing. So not sure what that's about, but back to the point where Tappan collects. Tappan, cross ice, ends up firing it all the way back into his own zone accidentally, forcing Brown behind the net, being harassed by Rusky Jones. Brown in the corner. Big saucer flick where Roth collects. Freer. And offsides the call.
Just a little bit off there.
Just couldn't get back on time. So
yeah, Captain Harrison coming out with the intensity there. Just single-handedly just muscled his way to a great shot on net.
Ended up with a backhand on target, but
absolutely
good save by Carey. Face off the offside dot. Flicked into the Devil zone where Lowe collects it against Devlin. Battling for it behind the net. Puck rolling around still behind the net. Back into the corner. Freer off of a pad in front, and it takes a funny old bounce. Almost on target. Rees gives chase for the Devils, but Roth collects it as it rolls into the corner. Morrissey picks it up. Morrissey cross ice. Shot off of the face mask of
Joel.
Joel. Yeah, I'm just watching this action in front of the net. Finally, Freer turns it over. Gene on the red line. Gene dances past Brown. Back to Freer takes a shot. Collected on the blue line by Devlin. Off the post. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. And Freer's forced to give chase as Lowe can't beat him. Freer with it on the red line. Freer fires a shot, and it's collected and finally released when Freer starts to approach. Funny, just for those that don't know, that if there's no pursuit and no challenge against the goaltender, he cannot just hang on to it. That's a delay of game. So you'll notice he lifted his hand to play that shell game to say, I'm not actually holding it, and then covers that up.
Veteran move right there.
Yeah, face off to the left of Chieri. Into the corner. Beautiful work there Back to the point. Campbell shot wide of the net. Picked up by Chalice, who just saucers one in front. Puck bouncing in front. Still loose. And McCog couldn't get it as it rolled off of the stick of goaltender Carey. Back to Campbell. Campbell, quick shot off an ankle. Puck bounces on top of the net. And finally to the corner where Tirua picks it up. He moves it over the blue line. Tirua, he's got Higgins with him on the far side. Higgins picks it up on the corner. And Chalice robs him. Roby with it on the red line. Roby over the red line. He's got Chalice with him. Roby dances past one and loses it in front of the net. Amston off the boards. And giving the chances for both teams to have a line change from behind the net. Hast runs into Harrison, and Tappan has it on the red line. Cross to Lowe. Can't hit Gagnon, and it rolls to the corner. Gagnon collects. Railed up against the boards. Fired around for Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones to Rusky Jones. It's a mouthful. And at far side where Amston collects it. Amston being harassed by Hast and ends up in up but not out, where Harrison couldn't get the shot away. Taps it to the corner. Flight back to Rusky Jones. Take a shot in front, blocked. Another shot blocked. And we've got a tripping delayed penalty, which could open doors of all sorts here. Shot just wide. Hast to the corner where Tappan has Morrissey behind the net. Morrissey.
Yeah, extra player out there for the Devils as well.
Good save there, but finally Stampede touch it, and it's whistled dead. The Stampede were wondering why that wasn't whistled down moments before, but.
All right, first power play / penalty kill of the game here, Dave.
Right, so we have Freer, Roth, Freer, and Jean on there for the Stamps, and Gagnon, Brown, Tappan,
Morrissey,
and Hast. So both lines stacked, but of course the Devils with a man up.
One extra player.
Quick face-off all the way down the ice. Behind the net, Morrissey leaves. Cross ice. Gagnon over the blue line. Shot off the timber. And that'll be a face-off.
Yep, Haas working up on the point there. Looks like he's going to be quarterbacking this thing.
So
Gagnon,
Bowles out there now.
Oh, yep. They had one change up.
Yeah. Back to Slapper around the net, but not out. Drifting in back to the point. Brown has it along the boards. Morrissey along the boards. Being dogged by Jean. And it's kicked around to Hast on the far side, the cold side. Back to the point. Great work. Gagnon with it on the blue line. Gagnon pushes away one defender shot, and Morrissey one times it in front. Fantastic passing.
There was some outstanding passing, yeah, absolutely. Yep. Gagnon just, drawing those Stampede players down low. Morrissey all by lonesome out front there, and just shoots at far post, just beyond Girard's pad there. But well set play. I guarantee they spent a lot of time drawing that one up.
Yeah, it took a penalty to crack the ice.
It did.
And now we're looking at a 1-0 game. Tura intercepts the pass from Amston and chases it behind the net. Amston gets it up but not out, where Lowe collects against Chalice, and Chalice hit in the head accidentally, and Amston collects it, and it rolls out where Bull just fires it back in. Rusky Jones behind his own net. Amston Lead pass to McCog. Takes along the boards. Over the blue line. Shot off the crossbar.
Off the bar enough.
So those are, not that we should be counting, but those are 2 ring-a-lings.
Oh, yeah.
Bars. That was one off Devlin and one off. Man, that was a great one-timer there.
Yeah, that was a great shot. You just kind of, you see him just drag it in, change the angle, get the shot away. But Kerry had his post covered.
Yeah.
There's nothing to see here.
All right, face off to the left of Kerry. Back to Campbell on the point. Campbell, quick shot right on the number, and no clutter in front, so Kerry had a great eye of that
great
all the way
vision
up.
for that straight through.
I think the Stampede are looking for something like a deflection or a tap or a off a skate.
Yep, absolutely.
Charging in front, but they're going to have to get the clutter in front.
Kerry's been up to the task so far.
Brown behind the net, slams on the brakes. He's got Devlin chasing, and the puck rolls to the red line. Big collision there by Reese. Morrissey collects it and fires it in behind the net. Devlin, where Freer pushes it back behind the net. That's 3 times that the Stampede have been hitting bodies instead of clearing the puck. Their passing is just sort of a half a stick off, and Devlin collects it. Big bounce off the boards, and no icing. I saw a hook, but nobody else did. Devlin giving chase as Brown marches it out over the red line. Gagnon gives chase behind the net, tries to pass it in front, and bounces off the net to the corner. Brown back to the point, cross ice to Haas, can't collect that. And Freer gives chase against Haas. Guerin in there too. Centering pass picked up by Freer. Freer cross can't hit Jean, and it rolls all the way down the ice for icing call. Oof. And so the Stampede, who are a little bit tired, are going to be forced to stay out there.
Yep.
That long change we talk about in that second period.
Yes, it's always a tough one. Taking the second here to just work out who was back on the ice and moving it out again. You can see, the Devils not slowing down here.
Not at all.
No, keeping that intensity up. Gagnon just then Haast just really leading the charge there.
Puck rolls out. Hantz cross ice to Tappan. Back to Hantz. Hantz on the blue line. Big lead pass to Higgins. And it bounces, and Ture carries over the blue line on the offside.
Ture looking around, not realizing there was a guy 3 meters offside there.
It was so far offside that you couldn't see him.
He got lucky that he didn't get that shot away, actually.
Yeah. All right, face off the offside dot, slightly to the right. Joel Gerard. That's Flight facing off against Wall, and it's tapped up. And icing's waved off, so Hantz leaves behind the net. Flight giving chase, harassing heavily. Picked up by Higgins, taps it in. Higgins gives chase. Roth can't get it out. Back to Bull. Puck bounces off a shoulder and a skate and a foot. And finally kept in, though, by Ture.
Straight in.
Fantastic work by Ture to keep that in. And it's fired up to Flight, who can't hit. Harrison turned around low on the blue line. Low. He's got Morrissey now. Morrissey carries to the corner. Big collection of bodies in the corner. Turned around by Rusky Jones. Big stretches. Brown takes the timber down.
Big hit on Rusky Jones
hip
there.
check. Haven't seen a hip check. And Rusky Jones says hello to.
Returns the favor.
Yeah.
But that's what we like to see, intensity.
Yeah, everybody's invested. Lead pass, lost. Rusky Jones to Chalice. Chalice battling for it in front of his own bench. Rusky Jones picks that up, carries over the blue line. Shot just pushed wide. Passes in front. Shot, kick to the side. Rolls to the point. Tap back in where Morrissey collects on his own blue line. Starts to move it out. Red line, fires it in. And that was McCog saying hello to Morrissey. Amston, blue line. Carries. Backs into his own zone. Big saucer pass to Rusky Jones, and it's up and out. Cross ice from Rusky Jones to Amston, fires it down. Gagnon on it on the blue line. Gagnon carries, shot wide of the net, picked up by Hast. Hast still has it in the corner. Hast still has it. Huge work there by Chalice. Chalice taps it up to McCog. McCog rubs low down into the shot. Puck bounces free and out where Devlin picks it up. Big hit on Devlin. And lead pass up to Frere. Frere leaves for Amston. Shot. And a spectacular save by Carey, drifting across that goal crease.
Oh my gosh, that had all the makings of
we had
of making
everything.
something happen there.
That's right. We had travel, we had intrigue, we had romance, we had murder, we had everything in this novel.
Did we?
It's
what?
everything. Hits galore.
You can see a lot of big hits getting thrown out, just ramping up that playoff hockey intensity as always.
With 9 minutes, 18 seconds left in this second period. Gene with it in the corner. Gene carries behind the net, loses it. He's got Freer helping, back to the point. Shot.
Oh, great little tip there in front.
Great tip. And Devlin, they're hungry for that rebound.
He was indeed, yeah.
Carey was on point there and did a great job of covering that up.
He did. It's a shrewd move from both teams here to be finishing your hits. You know, you want to be wearing down those top line guys. You know, making them hesitate a little second before they go into the corner for the puck.
Huge hassle for it. In along the boards, finally saucered out, where Roth is forced to give chase.
Yeah, he did a good job to beat him there.
That was Higgins.
Higgins was motoring, trying to negate that icing there.
Yeah, he had fifth gear looking for the knocks.
yeah, definitely.
Hit the knocks, Johnny. Hit the knocks.
Nice. Oh, here we go.
Once again, face off to the left of Carey. Back to the point. Gene with it. Gene, little shot in front, couldn't be collected by Roth, and it rolls back where Freer collects. Can't hit Devlin. Rolls onto the Devils' sticks, and they start to move it out. Big lead pass.
And icing.
And icing's the call. Yeah, that was a miscommunication between Tira and Tappan, I believe.
Yep.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
Indeed. But, I mean, those stretch passes have been working well for the Devils tonight. Looking up ice, catching Haast especially, just sitting on that blue line.
He's got wheels.
He does.
All right, face off again to the left of Curie.
Fresh legs for the Stampede too.
Puck dropped, rolls to the blue line, but not out. Oh, dangerous sweep. Pass in front by Harrison, collected by the Devils, and behind the net. Through the beams.
Threaded it.
Threaded the beams. Forcing Stampede back into their own zone, where Roth has it. Roth being heavily dogged and up but not outward. Rees will give chase for it in the corner. Morrissey gives chase for the Devils, and it bounces up to the blue line but not out. Roth can't make a good pass, and it's Flight taps it onto Rusky Jones' stick. Onto Freer's stick. Big lead pass to Harrison, and he just puts it into the Devils' zone. True with it. True. Campbell cross in that neutral zone. Lead pass to Connor Harrison. Loses it into the corner. Turned around by Brown, and Morrissey collects behind his own net. Morrissey, blue line. He's got Reese on going for a change, and big long shot covered up. Good idea for the Devils. They get their change and they get a face-off in that Stampede zone.
Absolutely. 7 minutes left here in the second period. Red Devils 1, Stampede 0. Shot count looking a little bit more even this time round.
Yeah, it's not the shots on, it's the shots in.
Well, that's exactly. Well, they're leading that as well.
Yes, Devils are looking very good. As puck rolling around on the drop zone, and Rusky Jones just taps it over to the red line before it's turned over. And Amston gives chase. And no icing. It's railed up and around all the way back to Hans. Hopkins passed and then loses it on the blue line. Turned around on that blue line. Offside is the call. Hands carrying, and somebody just had one toe over the line.
Yeah, I feel like there's a Stampede player there, with the stick, trying to get him off the puck and just slowed him up enough for one of those Red Devils players to blow right by.
So, Gagnon, Guerin, Hast in the front line for the
Tappan and Brown on the blue
for the Devils, and Gene, Devlin, and Freer in the front. Big shot off the body, looking for the rebound. Rusky Jones can't hit Freer. It rolls to the neutral zone, turned around. Tapping over the red line, over the blue line, still has it. Finally tapped off his stick behind the net, picked up by Guerin. That was dangerous, but then Gene. Referees are keeping their hands in their pocket for this one. Looks like fair bit of stuff happening there, and both teams not happy.
No, very much not.
And it rolls to the red line, where Amston picks that up. Back to Amston from McCog. Turns it around. Across to Rusky Jones. Back to Amston. Can't quite collect that. And Amston still has it in his own zone. Big lead pass right onto the stick of Brown. Not sure what that was about. Again, a zig when it should have zagged. And Gene, cross ice to Amston. Amston saucers it up. Freer can't collect. Kept in by McCog. Great work. No one in front for that one as it slides across the slot. Amston back to Freer. Freer, big lead pass to Lockie Freer. Knocks Brown down. Brown's taking a couple knocks tonight, but he keeps getting up. And here's a chance for Chalice. Chalice muscles his way over the centering pass. Nothing in that. Puck kept in though. Shot bounces off the backboard. And in the corner. Guerin starts to move it up and out. Sorry, that was Bold moving it up and out as Roth couldn't carry past one of the defenders. Tura rails it around. Tura losing it. Battling for it is Harrison. Great work there along the boards by Tura to try and get it, but Freer keeps it in. Rails it around, off the glass, behind the net. Picked up, has his pocket picked by Flight.
Flighty, yeah.
And it's back to the point, then back to the corner. Back into the corner where Flight picks that up, dances past one, loses it, and it's tapped up over the boards, but kept in just. Finally it rolls out.
Comes out there.
And 3 minutes left in this very, very exciting second period. Centering pass. Rusky Jones couldn't collect that. Cross ice. Roth Devlin. Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones dances all the way into the crease and can't get a good shot away. Puck fired from the blue line from Campbell. And it rolls behind the boards. And it's fired all the way out. And icing is the call.
Nice. Oh, there's going to be a very, very tired Red Devils team out there after that sequence of play. But
right.
They're just so kind of scrappy with the Stampede. You notice the difference about nice crisp passes coming from the Red Devils there. Stampede not quite putting it together at the moment, but there's still some opportunities, some glimmers of hope there as well, you know?
Yeah, those passes in front not quite collected.
Yep.
All right.
The Red Devils doing a great job on defense as well, you know?
Pucks can't be centered behind the net. Devlin back to Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones takes a shot, just misses the post. Looks like a good one there in front from our view. And it's back to the point. Or Jean centers. Big backhand by Freer. And Devlin collects it in the corner. Devlin being harassed. Morrissey's in there now. And railed around to the corner behind the net. Brown fires it up. And
another icing.
And I believe the Devils were not able to do a change. So Brown looking at the bench. I think that's an old chestnut where he's slowly skating, using up time, giving everybody one extra breath before the next face-off.
Yep.
Stampede's fresh legs, Roth.
Yeah, that was a bit early on the Red Devils there. But, you know, again, skating around, oh, what are we doing? You know.
Yeah. Oh, was that me? Did I do that?
I'm pretty sure this Red Devils line's probably been out here for about 2-3 minutes so far.
They're going to be tuckered out. All right, back to the point. Can't keep that in. Fires it back in. Ree's going for a change. They're changing one at a time if they're hemmed in. Brown up. Kept in, though. And into the corner. And finally turned up by Gagnon. Gagnon starting to get some steam up over the blue line. Turns around
Giving the boys a chance to change. Good teammate right there.
Yeah, great thinking, great veteran skills. Chewing it up. And Gagnon over the blue line. Gagnon leaves. Shot scores by Hans. Little leave pass in front, high slot.
Yep, that was a very nice heads-up play there.
Gerard gets a piece of that.
You can just see him comes in, changes the angle, pulls Gerard off the post just ever so slightly.
Yeah, Joel Gerard did get a piece of that, but not enough. So we're looking at what a unfortunate time for the Stampede to get a goal scored at the end of a very difficult period.
Absolutely.
We're looking at 1 minute
35
left, and we're looking at 2-0 here for the Devils.
And again, this is an aggregate game across six periods. So, you know, we've played two of 6.
Right on. Big lead pass picked up by Byfield in the red line. Shot batted to behind the net where Campbell collects. Campbell, big lead pass just outside the blue line, forcing the Devils, who probably just want to get into the dressing room for that period. But Hast has it, leaves for Byfield. Byfield drifts in, shot again by Gagnon. Puck rolling around dangerously in the crease and fired down, and it'll be icing with 49 seconds.
49 seconds to go. Big hustle there by the Red Devils. Trying to make something happen, and they get rewarded with a offensive zone face-off here.
Yeah, lots of time left.
Well and truly.
Face-off to the left of Joel Gerard. Hast facing off. He's got Gagnon, and he's got
49
Gagnon.
seconds.
And Brown out there. All right, puck dropped. rolls around, tapped up there. Chance here by Harrison. Harrison carries over the blue line, tries to get a shot on. Puck rolling around in front. Dangerous job as it finally collected by the Devils. Haast has it. Haast drifts in front, still has it, leaves for Gagnon. Gagnon takes a shot, puck bounces in front, and there's something going on.
Yeah, don't.
Slash, rut row.
27.9 seconds left here. Looks like Cam.
No,
not.
not sure the number. Number 40.
Looks like Flight, number 88, Flight going to the box for slashing.
Slash, what the Stampede don't need.
Definitely not. Again, 27.9 seconds left in this period, which means they'll be going, power play into the next.
Big hustle there. Shot, and Haas collects it in his own zone with 19 seconds left. Moves it up to the blue line. Being dogged. Cross ice, can't be collected by Morrissey. Morrissey takes it along the boards, rails it behind the net where Haas collects it. Haas pass in front, and Morrissey making a last-minute effort right in front of the net.
Right in front, yep. And that's, the tale of the tape for this game so far, these first two periods. Red Devils connecting with their passes. Stampede, not so much. I think Cam's going to, have a few things to say in the locker room in this second period intermission going into a third. And just being like, calm it down, make some passes.
Yeah, make some passes. All right.
Make some opportunities.
So we're looking at a 2-0 game. Red Devils going into we're about to go into the third. We're going to take a break. We'll bring you some more action shortly.
Absolutely.
All right, welcome back here. Third period. Having a very exciting game between the SkyCity Stampede and the Canterbury Red Devils. Devils up by 2.
About to go on a power play for 1:32 as well.
So they've got all the marbles right now.
Very
and
much
Stampede
so.
are going to have to, the last goal, not the last goal, the first goal was scored on a power play. So all sorts of things are going to happen here in the next 1:32. And then I think the Stampede, Cam would have said something like, let's just kill this penalty, then maybe shift gears. They've got to get their passing on. They've got to get that cycling in the Red Devils zone. Just a little up there story. Matt Roth, one of the imports from his family's here. They arrived. They flew from Denver to LA to Sydney, Sydney to Auckland, Auckland to Queenstown, and then basically straight to the rink. So I imagine they're shattered, but they're being given a great rundown on a very good New Zealand hockey.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that should be some good inspiration for the Stampede there as well. You can't be complaining you got tired legs if that's what the family's done to get here on time.
All right, so we're looking at 2-0 here.
Yep.
What was your catch-up on the Thunder? Did you get any catch-up on that Thunder?
Last time I saw it,
it was 4-3 when we last looked.
I saw 6-3 last time I looked.
Ruh-roh.
And let's have a little look here. 8-4. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third period. And Admirals on a power play.
Big shout out to the Wild Girls.
5-minute power play by the looks of it.
Oh, big shout out to the girls watching from Tekapo. Thanks for that, Bex. Yeah, we've got Stampede have some heavy lifting to do in order to stay in this 2-game series. 2-0 for the Devils. Definitely pouring it on. That challenge in the Stampede zone, the cycling is spectacular for that.
Absolutely.
Devils.
I mean, Red Devils have got, they can just push it all in here. They've got 2 goals up, 1:32 power play about to happen.
But you don't sit back. There's no way
they can't sit back. Absolutely not, because Stampede are going to be coming hard.
Yeah, you can't park the Citroen. You can't park the bus.
Nope, absolutely not.
Yeah, you have to collect as many goals as you can. Keep playing hockey.
Well, I mean,
why would you stop?
especially in these accumulated 2-game series,
right?
It's literally exactly how many goals you score. You've got to score more than the other guy over 6 periods.
All right, drop puck back to Haast. Cross to Tappan in his own zone, leaves for Haast. Haast starts to boogie, picks up some speed. Shot off the glass, rolls around and out. Morrissey with it. Morrissey on the blue line. Back to Haast. Carries all the way back into his own zone, Morrissey. Harrison harassing Morrissey, but Morrissey collects over the blue line. Shot across ice. Gagnon leaves for Haast. Haast whiffs on it, and easy for Roth to tap it out to the neutral zone. Morrissey turns it around with 41 seconds left. Shot into the danger zone.
Yeah, good stick by Roth there. So 33 seconds left on that power play.
Second line out there for the second power kill, penalty kill line out there.
Power kill line.
Out there for the Stampede.
Yeah, well, we got Fred, Gene, and Amston and Rusky Jones.
Ball tapping Gagnon up front with Morrissey and Haast in the backfield for.
Oh.
And Haast can't keep that in. And Carey collects it behind his own net. Passes it up to Gagnon. Gene back to Roth.
18 seconds left in the
Clears it
PK.
down, forcing Carey behind his net. Haast can't collect that pass. Byfield has
All right, 5 seconds left. This is going to clear this power play for the Devils.
Haast. Lead
Full
pass
strength.
to Gagnon. Gagnon over the blue line. Misses one hit from Devlin. Back to the point. Big pursuit, and it rolls over the blue line where Haast is forced to collect it on the red line. Haast taps it into the zone and goes for a line change. So Stampede get out of jail on that one. And Rusky Jones to Amston behind the net. Off the boards to Freer, and lost it in front. Rusky Jones blocks a shot in front. Kind of where there was no padding. Amston with it now on his blue line. Amston carrying still. Red line. And railed off the puck. Lowe forced into his own zone. Lead pass out of the Devils zone to Tura over the blue line. Tura leaves for Gagnon. Shot. Gallagher takes a shot. It's kicked high, and it's tapped back out. Neutral zone battle. Batted back to True. True leads Chalice. Chalice has to march it in himself. Centers. Roby couldn't collect that. And Higgins with it. Behind the net. Hopkins with it behind the net. Reese and McCog have a collision. Roby beaten by Lowe. Batted into the Stampede zone and then bagged all the way back out where it's going to be icing, trapping the Stampede out there. They've got Flight, Campbell, True.
Yep. A lot of back and forward that play.
Yeah.
Stampede just not being able to cycle it and keep just missing those key passes.
Those big stretch passes aren't connecting.
No.
So they've got Roby, Chalice, Campbell.
They need a little spark here.
Flat.
They're a bit flat.
Yeah, they need something. As Campbell carries behind the net. And Roby, big pass cross ice to Chalice. Chalice feeds Flight into the corner. Brown wins that. And Flight can't collect the puck as it bounces across the slot. Roth with it. Roth over the red line. Still has it. Robbed. Has his pocket picked. Turned around on the blue line. Gagnon with it. Gagnon leaves for
Guerin there.
Yeah, Guerin, who couldn't get a handle on it. And Harrison with it. Harrison can't get it past Brown. Turned around. We're back to that end-to-end stuff. Crowd liking that hit. And he's not happy.
No.
He's a little bit not feeling it. Was tapping. Puck bounces in front of the net. Higgins from the blue line fakes a shot. Passes in front. Can't be collected. And Freer muscles his way up. Where Gene centers. Block. No one there to collect it. Shot off a leg from Rusky Jones. Back to Freer, who leads it up to Devlin. Devlin centers, but can't be collected. And just one half a tape stick
All
pass.
the pieces are there. Just like they're just half a second behind, aren't they?
Spoken like a true Stampede fan.
I know, right?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Not as crisp as it needs to be.
No, absolutely. Whereas, look at the Devils. Crisp passing, just snapping it around.
All right. Face off to the right of Carey. Both 5-on-5 now. Puck rolls behind the net. Stampede battling for it. Bounces off and losing it. So turned around, big lead pass to Lowe, can't collect it, and icing is the call. Pass was just again, half a tape off, half a stick length off for Lowe to collect that. All right, face-off will be to the left of Carey. Chance for Stampede in that zone, needing to get that puck on target. Devlin.
They've got a good line out here for the Stampede, and you need to create an opportunity.
All right, Morrissey pushing around behind the net for it. Amston takes a shot off the netting, and it's deflected north, way up high. And it'll be a face-off again in that zone.
Yep, same side as well.
Yep.
Haas, Guerin, and Gagnon.
Do you notice that Jean and Amston change? Rusky Jones moves forward, putting Jean out in the back.
Yeah,
with
I have noticed
just for the
that,
face-off.
Jean being at the back, yeah.
Haas boogies through that face-off, picks up the puck, carries over the blue line, centers, turn around, spin around, and
Joel
it's finally,
Gerard
Joel Gerard was forced to react quickly on that one, and it's turned around as Gagnon moves it up, Haas over the blue line, slams on the brakes, leaves for Guerin, and finally turned around by Stampede. Puck rolls up high where Freer couldn't get an eye on it. It was over his head, and it rolls into Devils' corner where the Devils collect it behind the net, and the Stampede go for a line change. So Gagnon with it. Gagnon being harassed by
Flight doing a great job there.
Flight. And Freer collecting it on the blue line, taps it in, forcing it behind the net, where Campbell is harassing.
Oh, no, again, Flighty.
Yeah, Jackson Flight's just not giving up. Big lead pass, missed, and looks like another penalty for the Stampede.
Yeah.
And that'll give the Canterbury Red Devils a chance once again with 5-on-4.
It looks like elbowing on Campbell there.
All right, so face-off will be all the way down. Stampede zone.
Yep.
Bex, what would you do now?
Looks like we're going to get the... Oh, no, we're going to get the first PK line out there. Look
Haas
like
tapping Morrissey, Gagnon, Reese.
Yeah. I've split up Haas and Gagnon there.
Yeah. All right, face off to the right of Gerard. Puck rolls all the way down onto the goaltender's stick. Carey puts it up to Tappan. Tappan carries out to the blue line.
Harrison, there's Gagnon there.
Yeah, Gagnon's back there.
Harrison, great job there chasing that down.
Gagnon over the blue line. Gagnon he has some speed. Misses his shot, but carries behind the net. Puck dangerous in front. And Stampede can't get a handle on it, so it rolls to the point. And up but not out. Morrissey fires it to the far corner where Haas collects and sets up Morrissey on the point. Morrissey rails it around behind the net, and it's swung and batted out, giving the Stampede a chance for a change and Carey behind the net. Morrissey with it. Big lead pass. Freer.
Icing.
Icing is the call.
Nice. Oh, that's good to see. And then
Stampede.
gives an opportunity for the Stampede and that get a face off in that zone, kill off a bit more time.
1 minute, 56 seconds left in that penalty to Campbell.
Yep. 12 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game as well, with 2-0 up the Red Devils.
All right, back to the point, into the corner. Freer and Morrissey. And there'll be a
2 minutes to diving, maybe?
Maybe. I really would like to see that again. That was an interesting trip. So
it was, yeah.
There'll be 5-on-3.
Wow, here we go.
This is a dangerous situation there for the Stampede. They really don't need that. And
no, definitely not.
We have a timeout on the
Red
Canterbury
Devils
side.
yeah.
So this will give a little bit of wind chance for Stampede to get a bit of air in them, and the first line of the power play for the Canterbury Red Devils. So what was the skinny on that Dunedin Admirals? Was it all over?
Oh, I'm not sure if the game's done yet. So it looks like the game's over. I'm not sure what the final result was, though.
All right. This is it, the 5-on-3. Gene, Roth.
Final score, Admirals 9, Thunder 4.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah,
Big
Admirals
points.
taking them to the woodshed there in their home barn.
All right, face off. Passed on the blue line. And battling for it. Into the corner, passed behind the net. Still has it. And a great defensive move there by Roth.
Yeah.
As he fires it all the way down.
Roth picked that one.
Looks like Gene's giving chase. Gene battles for it. Gene has it. Killing time. Every second will count there. Gene still battling for it. Still battling for it. That's the kind of pepper. And now they move it out.
And the crowd loves that kind of work ethic.
And there's another one. So
nice.
I believe
now we've got Devlin chasing it down.
And Flighty's out of the box as
5-on-4.
Higgins marches it in, gets it tapped off his stick, and there it is again, saucered down.
Nice.
Stampede hungry to kill that penalty. Then they want to get serious about hockey, I guess. Turning it around. Gagnon, lead pass to Higgins in his skate. Haast with it in the corner. Being harassed and saucers it out again, which gives them a chance, and Flight giving chase as he controls it. He's got Tresky Jones, who's on the power play, actually. And Amston couldn't collect that. Amston fires one, and the whistle forcing it face off deep in that. I think that the Canterbury wasn't expecting that sort of
penalty. No, definitely not expecting that that kind of effort coming from the Stampede there, especially on a 5-on-3. Gene just putting the work boots on, getting that corner. Probably took 20 seconds off the clock. Yeah,
and saved that 5-on-3, which is that's a difficult thing to do.
It really is. And now we're down to 19 seconds left. We've got an offensive zone face-off.
All right, tapping back behind the net. Gagnon with it. Gagnon tapping, motoring it up. Harrison harassing, takes Gagnon down.
Yeah,
was.
Big hit.
I think that was Rusky Jones, maybe.
No, it's Roth who plastered in there.
Tap and can't carry in, and that penalty's over. Shot gathered up by, great save by Joel Gerard with 9 minutes 54 seconds left. 2-0 game for the Red Devils. If you've just tuned in, hey, by the way, while we have a break, moment in breath, big thanks to all our volunteers, T, Antonio, David. And you, Joel, and to the volunteers, the security, the gate ticket takers, and all those people that make this place tick and make the whole league tick, to be honest.
Well, that's it. This whole league is run by volunteers.
All right. Here's a chance for Harrison. Harrison starts the motor over the blue line. Still has it. Leaves Kent. And railed around by Guerin. Guerin has it in the corner. Guerin back behind the net. Brown carries behind the net and starts to move it up. Big lead pass. Dangerous person to leave to Hat in front. And a huge effort there.
A huge effort by Roth there. That was outstanding.
And here's a chance. Roby muscles his way over the blue line and gets intercepted by Haast. Left back behind the net for Lowe. Big saucer pass, feeding Haast on the blue line. Haast losing it to Rusky Jones. And I believe it touched some of the netting.
Up into the netting there, So this is what I'd like to see. There's a little bit of spark coming back from the Stampede here, you know?
Yeah, just
They know there's a mountain to climb, and they've, there's a little bit more get up and boogie. So
get up and boogie, yeah. They're going to need some serious work in order to get some couple goals scored in the next 8 minutes.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely been all Red Devil game so far.
Yeah. Icing's the call.
Yeah, Rusky Jones doing a great job to try and chase that down.
Chase it down, but couldn't do that.
No.
So
back to the other end to try again.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
All right, 8 minutes, 50 seconds left.
What could go right is what we need to be thinking.
All right. So face off to the right of Gerard. Puck rolls onto behind the net. Lead pass for Devlin. Devlin off the boards, tries to collect it. He's taken out, and no penalty is called. Back on the blue line. Amston starts to move through. Amston can't quite get a piece of that. Puck rolls onto Rusky Jones' stick, and it ends up in the boards, over the boards, into the Red Devils' bench.
Yeah, a little frustration here from Stampede, as you can see.
There's a fair bit of composure in the Red Devils' side. They haven't had a penalty yet, from what I'm reading.
Absolutely not.
You know, that's
as opposed to the four that Stampede have taken.
Guerin with it. Back to Hans. Big pass, which was not quite on the money there. Guerin. Hans cross with it. Hans with it behind the net. Big lead pass. And here's a chance for the Stampede.
Finally.
And I don't know what happened behind the scene, but it involved.
I didn't see it either, but
it involved Lockie Freer.
The ref very reluctantly put his hand up there. It was very slow. You'll see it on this replay here.
No, I think it's out of the picture.
It's out of the picture.
So here's a chance. The Stampede, late in the game, a trip on Hans for the Devils. Face off to the left of Keary.
All right, first time we're going to see this power play from the Stampede here tonight as well.
Puck face off one, but it's too well won.
Yes.
All right, Roth carries over. Bull, pass Tappan. Roth still has it, looking to set something up, drifts to the corner. Back to Amston, cross ice. Jean carries. Amston leaves for Jean on the blue line. Jean back to Amston in the corner. Jean cross ice to Roth. Roth sets it up. Scores!
That's what we've been waiting to see. Oh my God, you should have seen the crowd erupt.
How's your mother? So now we have a hockey game.
Now we do, yeah. 2-1. Crisp shot there from Roth. And that's the kind of passing we want to see, Dave.
Yeah. And, Mum.
Straight up over the blocker there.
Yeah.
Outstanding shot from Roth.
Was he screened on that? I couldn't tell. Hard to say. So, that's extremely exciting for Roth with his family in the crowd here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is actually. He said his family was here. So.
And if they were dozing off, they aren't anymore. Big shout out to any family left in Denver.
Yes.
Big thanks there, Matt Roth. Their goal, which puts 2-1.
2-1.
7 minutes. It's anybody's game now. Rusky Jones facing off for the Stampede against, I think that was Gagnon. Off a skate, picked up by Amston. Great work by Haas, that stick movement to collect it. Back to Brown on the point. Brown moving in, whiffs on the puck.
Big fake out shot there by Brown.
Yeah, left Rusky Jones spinning. Gagnon leaves for Haas in the corner, bounces over his stick and fires up and out, but that won't be icing. So Tappin's forced into his own zone behind the net, being harassed by Chalice. Still harassed by Chalice, forcing it onto Brown's stick behind the net. Brown slams on the brakes. Roby backs off a bit, but Haas has it on the red line. Haas starts to move up, leaves for Gagnon, can't collect that, and Roby collects it for the Stampede. Lowe battling for it in the corner with Gagnon. And behind the net is Byfield. Byfield, big lead pass. Morrissey dances past Campbell and takes a shot. And another shot from the point. Another shot off a pad and into the corner. Stampede struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment. And up but not out where Lowe collects. Campbell, big lead pass. And icing's the call.
Icing, yep.
So great work by the Devils to keep it in that zone, but they didn't get any good shot, no quality shots.
No.
But again, forcing the Stampede to ice it, forcing the Stampede back into their own zone, and forcing them to stay out. So
absolutely. There's going to be a lot of fatigue from both teams.
Both
as well.
teams are going to be a little
been very, very intense
bit
hockey.
tired. Yep. Face off, corner, railed around. Gene collects it, gets it just past Lowe. Higgins. And it rolls to the red line where Freer just bats it onto Lowe's stick. Higgins clears it behind the net. Picked up by Amston. Amston over the blue line. Amston still has it. He moves to the corner, still has it. Centers. Puck off of a skate in front of the net. Not able to get that shot away. And here's a chance. Amston skates behind the net to collect it, but it's gotten by the Devils. Shot on net, turned around quickly by Freer. Devils scrambling at the moment, trying to get out of their own zone as there's a full court press there by the Stampede. Ball with it on the red line. Ball starts to move it up. Cross ice. Byfield couldn't collect that. Byfield off of a referee in front of the net. And it's railed up, but just to the red line where Tappin collects it. Gagnon over the blue line. Holds, shot, good save. And puck gets tangled in the netting of the goal. Oh, 4 minutes, 14 seconds left, 2-1 for the Devils.
Yeah, we're going. This game has been very intense. It's lots of long periods with no whistle.
You don't have to tell me that, Joel. I'm
talking about fatigue on and off the ice.
Yeah. I'm so dry right now. My voice is. Wait till tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, yeah.
All right, fake puck. Shot quick on Gerard, who had to step in front of that one. Campbell still has it. Campbell carries to the corner. That was Guerin couldn't quite make the hit on him, and Gagnon around the back to Brown. Brown to Guerin. Guerin on the red line, cross ice, misses his mark, hits Rusky Jones instead, turns it around quickly. Rusky Jones carries to the corner, and it's turned over by Gagnon. Gagnon starts to move it out over the red line. He's all by himself as there's a big line change. Hammers on the brakes. He's got Lowe, and it's broken up here by Harrison. Lowe fires it around the boards where Rusky Jones goes to collect. Moves it up ice to the red line. Along the boards, battling for it. Out, Reese collects, taps it back in, and Haas couldn't kind of get out of the way of that one, could he?
No.
Or Lowe couldn't get out of the way of that one.
No.
And so offsides the call. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left. 2-1 Red Devils. Whew. Fans.
Yeah, no slowing down. Still full press, as you said, from both teams here.
Big lead pass. Goaltender can't. That was a mistake. He's not happy. That was, he had it and it slid out of his glove, but
It did.
referees did blow that quickly.
Bit quick on the whistle there, but you know, that it is what it is. That is,
Yes. All right, face off to the left of Kerry. 3 minutes, 1 second. 3 minutes, 1 second left. Flight facing off for the Stampede. Puck rolling around on the dot. Finally rolls to the corner. Reese on the blue line. Feeds Flight. Flight dodges a hit. And it's turned over by the Red Devils. And Rusky Jones gives chase. Slams on the brakes in the corner. Rusky Jones battling by himself. And finally it's tapped up. And finally to the red line for the Stampede. Amston dodges a hit. Morrissey over the blue line. Taps it in behind the net. Campbell. Rusky Jones moves it over the red line and taps it into Devils territory. Tapping with it. Cross ice to Gagnon. Gagnon leaves, just about intercepted by Harrison, but Brown in the corner. Back to Tappan shot wide. Gagnon goes to collect. Feeds the behind the net. There's two Devils behind the net to collect that. Passed behind the net. Back to the point. Brown. Gagnon shot. Fear taps it out. Haas collects it on the blue line. Bangs it on target. Turned around quickly. Roth marches it over the red line, over the blue line. Still has it. Misses one hit. In the corner, being left in the corner. Roth in there. And it rolls out to Rusky Jones on his own blue line. 1 minute left.
1 minute left in the game here.
So bad pass, picked up by Morris, or Morrissey tries to pick it up, and they can't do that. Flight, just gets it out. Morrissey just fires it back in. 39 seconds left as Amston has a run. Amston, big defense there by the Devils, just trying to chew it up. Half a minute left. Lead pass intercepted by Rusky Jones. Can't hit his mark was Amston, and icing's the call with
17 seconds left.
Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah, so definitely the tale of tonight's game is, crisp passing wins games.
Yeah. So for the Devils, Haas, Gagnon, Guerin, Brown, and Tappan, and the A-team. Gagnon with it. Gagnon shot, kick to the corner. Centering pass. Gagnon shot. Back to the point. Cross ice. Off of a pad.
1 second.
Of course that's going to happen. Well, look at that. This is here how it goes. So the Stampede, if they're going to move forward, Stampede are going to have to win by more than
1 goal.
1 goal. Thanks for the math.
Oh, two goals, I guess. Yeah.
By 2 goals, yes.
Yeah.
So
this score carries over to tomorrow. So we'll be starting the game with Red Devils up 2-1. And
a bit of a hill, but it's much better than a 2-0.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Clutch goal by Roth there right at the very end. But, just outstanding play from both
goaltenders.
Both goaltenders. Yep. Joel Girard, great story right there.
Kerry, outstanding.
Kerry
goaltending.
just holding that game together for the Red Devils. They did a great job.
Well, whatever happened tonight is going to happen again tomorrow night. Like it's on steroids, I think.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Everybody's going to.
Is it what? Well, tomorrow's for all the marbles.
It is.
The winner of this accumulative game.
Advance.
Takes it. Is in the final. The big show.
I think Matt Chivez, you must be chewing on your fingernails, I imagine, because wouldn't that be interesting?
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
absolutely.
So we're going to sign off now.
Yep.
We're going to bring you this game tomorrow, so if you got nothing else to do, watch us tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.